think Travolta will leave Welcome Back, Kotter if this movie's like a big hit?
Johnny, 2 minutes?
Shut the fuck up. I just can't picture the Sweat House without him. Why do you think he eats his pizza like that? Was that his choice?
Are you fucking kidding? Is this a valedictation standing around thinking about all day?
Valedictations? Did you learn that from the Keeps on Union Street? I'm a valedictorian. Try that.
Do you want me to ask him why he eats his pizza that way? Would that make you feel better, Einstein?
Cut! We got it, Mr. Fulton. Nicely done.
You're my hero, Johnny!
Excuse me! Yeah, hey, man. Barbarino! Yeah, excuse me, but my friend is asking, why doesn't you eat your pizza like a sandwich?
Hey, shut up! What's wrong with you?
Hey, come on, try to
Go
talk
back to
the
your own
guy.
neighborhood.
I couldn't really hear his answer, but it sounded like he said, up your ass with the rubber hose.
Except it doesn't rhyme like it does in the adjacent accents.
Louis says something to the other two. They nod hesitantly and start to make their way through the crowd towards Mandela, John, and Anthony.
Hey, come on, ladies, better show some respect. I'm gonna take out the real sweat house and slap it. Boom! Right up alongside it. It's like this.
Not
baby.
this page.
Come on, John. Hey, admit it. You wish you were more like me. Come on, admit it.
Mandela, John, and Anthony make their way out of the crowd and head towards the stairs of the elevated train. As they get near the entrance, they are intercepted.
Oh, well, look who it is. It's the Sweat House, in person. Wait, shit, hold on a minute. From far away, I thought you was them, but you don't look like an Epstein. You look like a fucking asshole. And are you Boo Boo? No, he's blacker. But you look like a real fuckface, if that makes you feel any better. And you. Well, you're definitely winning, because you look like Horseshack.
Hey, man, listen, I don't think we're in any trouble. We're just...
Shut the fuck up, Horseshack. You leave until I get the fuck out of all of you guys.
You know what, Johnny? Don't bother trying to speak English to Roberto over here. He doesn't understand.
What is it? What is that supposed to mean? I understand English.
It means he thinks you're Puerto Rican, like me.
But I'm not Puerto Rican.
Hey, boys, I'm not calling you Puerto Ricans. I'm calling you Spics. There's a
Okay,
difference
Bobby,
between
let's
us.
have
Do not call me Puerto Rican! Don't call me that!
Anthony charges Louis, grabs him by the Adam's apple, and starts squeezing. Louis' eyes start to bulge and he cannot breathe. Mandela attacks Angel and pummels him. John and Peter square off. John gives Peter a quick head shake, signaling there will be no fight. Mandela and John rush over to Anthony.
Anthony, that's enough! That's enough! What's wrong with you?
Me? What do you mean? What did I do?
You don't reason with a guy like that!
It looks weak. Very weak, John. Weak? I wasn't being weak. I was trying to deduce things.
Deduce? What the fuck kind of word is that?
Well, look it up. It's your fault. You better watch it.
Shut up! Shut up! Doing the lips!
Both of you, shut up. And you, next time, you do nothing. Okay?
Yeah.
You gotta be smarter than that, Johnny.
It's like Tom Hagen. Would you give me a crap with the civilian shit already? We're not in a movie, and I'm not Tom Hagen. I know how things work.
You do, but you really don't. That's why everybody loves you.
John, Anthony, and Mandela begin walking towards the steps of the train station.
This ain't over. Shut the fuck up.
Maybe you should concentrate on breathing first, asshole.
This ain't over.
Come on, Alice. Leave him alone. Look at me, asshole. You come down to Henry Street anytime, and I'll make sure you breathe through a hole in your fucking neck. At least you learned something today. Never, look at me, asshole, ever fuck with Horseshack!
Anthony walks past John without looking at him. He walks directly into the camera with a wry smile. Cut to black. Opening title sequence. Interior hallway, John's apartment building, early morning. John walks into his vestibule and leans over a small metal box. He lifts it up and stares at the 4 glass milk bottles.
Probably making 2 trips.
John lifts all 4 bottles, places them precariously in his arms, and heads down the hallway to his apartment. John drops 2 of the milk bottles. They shatter on the floor and reverberate loudly through the building.
God damn it, John! I told you to make 2 trips!
Interior, John's kitchen, early morning. John's father, Fred, stands at the stove preparing a pan, making eggs for John and his sister, Renee. They're seated at the kitchen table. He cooks in a white t-shirt, which is pulled to cover his jockey shorts underwear. He wears black socks pulled up nearly to his knees. This is his usual morning attire. He has 1940s music playing on in the background on WNEW AM. and there's a half-empty bottle of beer on the kitchen counter. Fred speaks to John in a mock British accent.
And how would you like them today, old chap?
Scrambled, dear sir.
Can I have cereal, Daddy?
And would you care for some sausage, my good man?
No, thank you, old chum.
Can I have cereal, Daddy?
Sorry, Petunia. Only eggs today.
Jesus Christ, what if John's want to freaking get what he wants?
Hey! Don't let me ever hear you talk like that again. You understand me?
Fred walks back to stir the eggs, then walks to the counter, takes a big swig of his beer, and returns to the stove to finish cooking.
Mommy wants me to work the feast, so I'm gonna go sign over at the club on 2nd Street. I'm gonna be a street sweeper.
Good. Just be careful in that club, you hear me? Get you in and out.
Those guys are okay with me, Dad, don't worry.
Are those the gangsters Mommy talks about, Daddy?
Who's ready for eggs?
Nobody tells me anything.
Fred shuts off the gas, puts the eggs in the dishes, and serves them to John and Renee.
Breakfast is served.
Thanks, Dad.
But I gotta get ready for work. Enjoy.
Fred drinks his beer until it's empty, throws the bottle in the garbage can, and then ballroom dances with an invisible partner once around the kitchen, and then down the hall until he's out of sight. John and Renee laugh out loud, beginning to eat their eggs. Exterior, Henry Street, late morning. We see John playing box ball just to the right of his stoop with Jojo, his 10-year-old nephew. Next, we see a 3-wheel mail cart roll into frame, stopping exactly next to the boys.
Aha! Hello, boys!
Hey, Vito.
Hey, Vito.
You always do that so perfectly. I'm like Fonzie, only cooler.
The mailman plops down on his stoop and takes out a handkerchief to wipe his forehead.
Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm tired. Have you been working all morning?
What? No, I just started.
Mailman takes out a box of Oreos from inside the mail bag and starts eating them.
Hey, Jojo, I gotta rest a little bit. You wanna put the mail in the boxes for me?
Yeah.
The mailman hands Jojo the mail and walk up to the stoop. The mailman opens the boxes and watches Jojo divide the mail. The moment's broken by an angry man who appears in the hallway. His name is Chunky Flappers. He's 30 years old, overweight, and the son of the building's owner.
What the hell is this? You're letting some kid touch my mail?
Easy, Chunky, easy. It's Jojo.
I don't give a shit who it is. He should not be touching my mail.
Are you serious? It's not like he's reading it.
Shut up, John. I wasn't talking to you.
Hey, Chunky, calm down, okay?
And you shut up too. It is a federal offense to fuck with my mail. And I will have you fired if you ever do this again. You hear me?
John's mother, Rose, hears the yelling and appears in the hall. She's in her room holding a cigarette and holding a plastic bag of trash.
That's enough, Chunky. No one is messing.
Stay out of this, Rosie, if you know it's good for you. People who don't pay their rent on time should keep their mouths shut.
Don't you talk to me like that, or I'll stick my foot straight up your ass. I'm gonna call your mother down here right now.
I'll show you, Rosie. One day I'm gonna sell this house to a pack of niggers.
Good. And when you do, I'll bake them a cake, you fat fuck.
Rose takes a deep and satisfying drag on her cigarette.
Take this to the garbage men before they're on President Street. Hurry up, Mom.
John takes the bag and begins to run down the hallway and down the stoop.
She just call you Mom?
Yep, see you tomorrow.
John runs down the stoop full speed towards the garbage truck. Exterior, Henry Street, early evening. Music, I Feel Love, by Donna Summer. John walks down the block to call his friend Gracie. On the way, he says hello to the older men who sit in the folding chairs in front of their stoops, listening to their news on the transistor radios. John gets to the base of Gracie's stoop.
Gracie! Hey, Gracie!
A window opens on the top floor of the building and a head pops out.
Hi, John! What's up? I thought it was you.
I have to go to the club on 2nd Street to get some stuff from my mother before dinner. You want to walk with me?
How long?
I don't know. 10 minutes?
Okay, hold on. I gotta ask my mother. Mom! Mom!
Gracie's head disappears from the window while John surveys the activity around him. He sees a pack of 3 stray dogs trotting towards him. We cut back to John's face. His fear is evident. Cut back to the stray dogs trotting in slow motion, and cut back to John's face in fear in slow motion as well. Gracie's voice is calling John's name, but he doesn't hear her because his gaze is locked on 3 stray dogs who trot past him as if he wasn't there. He finally hears Gracie's voice again and looks back up to her window.
John! Oh, what, Jesus Christ, you go deaf or something?
Don't take our Lord's name in vain, goddammit!
I'll be right down.
John and Gracie begin walking and wave to a homeless man in the street. He's pushing a shopping cart filled with various items, most of them dirty. It's called Nelson the Bum, and the neighborhood kids love it.
Hi, Nelson.
Hi, Nelson.
Oh.
Are you wearing Love's baby sock?
Yes. How'd you know that?
You mentioned it once when you were walking to the Heights. You said you wished you could take a bath in it.
Oh my God, I can't believe you remember that.
Are you kidding? I remember every word since we were 9.
9? Go scratch your ass.
I'm serious. Your favorite color is purple, your favorite TV show is Three's Company, and you love pastina with butter and cheese. But that's only when you're not feeling well. Normally it's caponata with marinara sauce. And you pray for world peace and to end world hunger, but who doesn't, so that doesn't count, right? Told ya.
John and Gracie walk to the social club.
I'll be right out. I just have to go sign up to be a street sweeper.
Okay, I'll just grab a quick cigarette. But don't be long.
I won't.
Interior social club. The social club is dimly lit and filled with an air of menace. There are 2 men sitting at a table conversing. One's middle-aged, while the other is a muscle guy.
Excuse me, Vinny? I don't mean to bother you, but...
You know my name?
Well,
Who the hell are you?
you're Vinny, right? I'm John. We met at the feast last year.
Huh. Good memory. What do you want?
I came to sign up for the feast. My mother's friends with Paulie Fat. She said I could come here and speak to you.
Your mommy sent you?
Hey, should have mentioned that when you come in, kid. Sure, put your name on this napkin, I'll give it to him.
John quickly scribbles his name on the napkin.
Thanks, Vinny. Bye.
What happened? You all right?
It's just, Vinny Smash's guy. He makes me so nervous. I think my thing just disappeared. I have like an innie right now.
Oh my God, you are so disgusting.
What?
Interior candy store. John enters a small candy store with a sign above the door that reads, Mom's Candy Store.
What's your mother putting in her